I want to say a few words about control because I want to add more context to the quote that I posted yesterday. A lot of language learners exercise a lot of unnecessary control when they practice their speaking skills. A lot of language learners think that they need to control every word that they say, so they end up controlling themselves. When you put so much pressure on yourself that you need to control every next word you say, you freeze. And then you forget all your words, and then you are not able to say anything, let alone correctly. When we practice prepared speech, control, repetitions, iterations, all of these things are necessary. We need to master prepared speech to get to understanding how to practice spontaneous speech. If you are preparing to speak on the stage and you have only 6 minutes after which you'll be asked to leave, yes, it makes sense to control everything you say, but we can't prepare every word of every next conversation we're going to have. And this is what people find so difficult to understand. When they start practicing spontaneous speech, they want to know exactly what sentence they're going to say. They want to write it down, learn it by heart, memorize it. When you control yourself, you put unnecessary pressure on yourself. But when you try to control how other people see you, and you're trying to control other people's reactions and emotions and responses, that cannot lead to healthy communication. You want to say the words that you need to say right now. Not the words that you prepared yesterday, because even if you did a lot of work preparing them, yesterday or last week, they might be irrelevant right now in this current situation you're in. So what's the point? You can't prepare every next word you're going to say, in every next conversation you're going to have, with every next person you're going to meet or you're going to have to communicate with. All you can do is prepare yourself. This is how we practice spontaneous speaking skills. We'll learn to prepare ourselves to deal with the unknown, because being spontaneous means taking a lot of risks, learning to self-regulate your inner state, learning to say what you mean, and learning to influence yourself with your commitment to regular practice is more important than controlling your words and other people's reactions to your words. The practice of developing spontaneous speaking skills includes zero control. Your expectations of others and how you think they should respond to what you say is nothing but control. And control creates a lot of pressure. Yeah, you can perform well under pressure, but not for a long time. And so many people tell me, I can't speak on demand. Like, when you want me to speak beautifully, I can't just do it because you want me to speak beautifully. I can't say something meaningful and correct and insightful in class just because my teacher wants to hear something insightful and beautiful and correct. No one likes this pressure. No one appreciates this pressure. Then why do we put so much pressure on ourselves? Because in my experience, in my 18 years of teaching practice, I have never seen that this strategy can make anyone more productive. In fact, it diminishes your productivity. It decreases your ability to create results. Because what is result in spontaneous speech? What do you think the result is? To me, the only purpose in spontaneous communication is connection, understanding. I want to create connection. I want to make sure we understand each other. I want this communication to enhance our relationship. What I don't want is your approval of the speech that I prepared yesterday. Connection means when we're able to connect, we're able to respond to each other in the moment. You say the words that the situation requires right now, that are relevant and useful and helpful in this very moment. And what you prepared before, what you used to say 10 years ago, what your English teacher might have encouraged you to say in a situation like this one, none of that is relevant anymore. None of that. So forget control. because you're putting unnecessary pressure not only on yourself but on others. And no connection is created as a result of pressure.